Alright, before anything, I would like to give a thanks to my buddy Poke for that awesome intro. Hell yeah. And welcome guys to another Pokemon online battle here with Zero CLX or Poke Ambition, however you want to call me. I prefer Zero, but whatever, it's up to you. Anyways, this, like I said, this is another Pokemon online battle against, well, this time my opponent is Artemis 11. And he's running, you know, surprise, surprise, another rain team. Yeah. Tend to face a lot of those on PO because, I don't know, apparently rain is good or something. And I'm still playing with the same team, which I've now come to call my Fire Emblem team. Because every single Pokemon on this team has a Fire Emblem related nickname. You know, in case you didn't catch any of those, well, now you know. And anyways, this match proved to be kind of not too hard, kind of bothersome though. Just more annoying than anything else because if you look carefully at this, my opponent has an Amoonguss, Tornadus T, and Slowbro. And the one thing these three Pokemon have in common, you know, other than like good bulk, is Regenerator, and that's just known as hell. Because if you remember my team from last time, I don't really carry Toxic on any of my team members. So trying to wear these guys down will definitely pose a big problem. Well, it did pose a kind of a problem for me during this battle. So taking out those three Pokemon is definitely my top priority because the other three Pokemon really don't pose that much of a threat to me. I mean, Rotom, I got that thing covered with Lantern and Ferrothorn. Hell, even Latios takes care of that. Same thing with Politoed. Dugtrio, I got three Pokemon that are immune to his main stab. And he has pretty pitiful attack stats, so yeah, he's not much of a problem. The only problem are those three Regenerators, which will definitely just will definitely pose some problems. But I've already said that, so let's just get started with the battle. Alright, I lead with Jafar because he's Scarfed and always good lead. Go for the U-turn because I'm not even gonna bother trying to go for the Earthquake because he won't knock out the Politoed from this range. U-turn into Gilliam as he goes with Toxic, so that's kind of a good play for me because now he's gonna be forced to switch out. He's gonna switch into Amoonguss, who can pretty much safely switch into Gilliam somewhat. And I stay in here because I know he's gonna put something to sleep because what else do Amoonguss do? Nothing, just sit there and put him to sleep. So now we double switch. I switch into Noah as he switches into Tornadus T right off the bat. Big ass threat there. Now switch into Natasha, who can take hurricanes for days like a damn boss here. And yeah, he's gonna switch out. Go for the Ice Beam. Knew he was gonna switch out. I didn't want to go for the Bolt Switch because he might switch into his Dugtrio. But I didn't want to go for the Scald because of the Amoonguss. So Ice Beam was the best choice. To manage to hit the Amoonguss on the switch, do a somewhat decent chunk of damage to him. Then I'm gonna be forced to switch out into Cormag to resist the grass move that's coming. And now he's gonna switch into his Politoed to take the expert belted Draco Meteor. And I think had I been Specs, I'm pretty sure I would have OHKO'd the Politoed. I'm not sure though. I kind of doubt it because Politoed is kind of bulky. So two Draco Meteors will take that out. Then he's gonna switch into Tornadus T, set up a sub on the predicted switch. So kind of good play on his part. Haven't seen substitute on Tornadus in ever actually, but whatever, kind of works for him. He's gonna switch out again. This time I'm gonna kind of predict the switch into some Amoonguss, maybe even Slowbro. Actually, I don't know. I was predicting anything but Dugtrio to switch in, so I'll go for the Volt Switch. Switch into Cormag. Go for the expert built with Psyshock, and I don't take out the Amoonguss. I'm like, damn it. So now he's gonna switch out, get like 33% of his health back, and switch it to Slowbro to take the Psyshock. And here I switch out. I don't know why, but it was a good play for me once I found out that he went for the Thunder Wave because now Natasha's at full health. That is freaking awesome. Now he's gonna switch into his Dugtrio and just trap me, and that really sucks because he takes me out with a goddamn critical hit. Hell yeah! Oh man. That crit may have mattered. If the Dugtrio was Choice Bandit, I really doubt it. Because I ran some Calcs, and Earthquake from Jolly Dugtrio really won't KO Lantern at full health. So maybe he was Bandit, it probably didn't matter. But whatever, my one counter to Tornadus is gone, so now I'm scared out of my mind. And I missed a couple of turns here, but now I go for the Stone Edge on Tornadus T, hoping for a crit or to take it out. Luckily for me though, he sets up a sub, so that is freaking awesome. Now he's gonna switch out, get all the HP back, god damn it, and switches to Slowbro, takes the Stone Edge like a damn boss. Now switching to Gilliam, who is pretty much the only thing I have for Slowbro now that Lantern is dead. He proceeds to fire some Scalds, trying to get the burn hacks on me. It never quite happens during this battle, which I thought was pretty funny, because when the hell have you never seen Scald not burn something? Like, never. So I set up a layer of spikes, kind of expect him to switch out, but he doesn't. So then I set up some Lee Seed to force him out. So now I can just proceed to set up some spikes, because yeah, like that's the one way I can wear these guys down. Although not really, because they can just switch right back out. But whatever, I managed to set up my third layer of spikes as the Among Us fails to do anything to Gilliam here. Goes for the Giga Drain and then Killer Smog, because really can't do anything to Feral Thorn here. Then he switches back out into his Slowbro, so I predict that and go for the Lee Seed. And that is just freaking awesome. Goes for the Skull, trying to get the burn again. Doesn't really quite happen. Then I go for the Power Whip, and I break him down to enough, like if he stays in one more turn, another round of Lychee would take him out. So he's forced to switch out. And here I was kind of hoping he would switch into his Tornadus T, but nope. He does a kind of good play and switches into his Among Us. He pretty much just walled me as well. So we're here in a damn stalemate, just walling each other. So then I decide to switch out into Null, because I realized that Null here can wall the living daylights out of Among Us. I really don't know why I didn't do this sooner. So anyways, I tried to go for the Will-O-Wisp on the Among Us and I missed, trying to wear this guy down. So yeah, I saw how much Giga Drain was doing to Null, and I realized that he wasn't going to do enough to break a sub. So I set up a sub and then proceed to fire up some Will-O-Wisps here. Luckily for me, this one does manage to hit, so I managed to just wear down the Among Us now this way. So now burn and the spikes whenever he switches in will definitely take a toll. And I just proceed to fire up some Shadow Balls here. Try to get an HP go down, try to force him to switch out. And yeah, now he's gonna switch out into his Rotom Wash as I set up a sub, because I'm free to go for the sub pretty much, whether he stays in or he switches out. Really not much you can do here. And good for me that I went for the sub, because his Rotom Wash turns out to be Scarfed. So now that I know he's Scarfed and locked into Thunder, I can safely switch into Jafar. Take the Thunderbolt. Well, not really, kind of just avoid the Thunderbolt. And then go for the U-turn, underpredict the switch, take out the Slowbro. So yeah, that is one Regenerator out of the way. So now I only have to worry about two. And U-turn into Null as he switches into Tornadus T. And I stay in because I thought Gengar was faster than Tornadus. And I was wrong. I was dead wrong. So I'll switch it to Gilliam, who's the only one I have that can really actually take this Hurricane. He goes for the Focus Blast. I end up taking that as well, and taking out the Tornadus T with Gyro Ball. Now Dr. here goes for the Earthquake, and I set up a Lee Seed. Honestly, I don't know why the hell I did that. I should have just gone straight for the Gyro Ball and taken out the Duck Trio. But no, I had to be, stupid little prick and gone for the Lee Seed. Anyways, Mungus comes in. I definitely think that Duck Trio was banded, because either that or I don't know. I think it was banded. So anyway, I go for the Earthquake. I almost take out the Among Us, and then I double switch, and then I switch out into Cormag. Expected him to switch out into Rotom Wash, because I was locked into Earthquake. Why wouldn't he switch in? But whatever. Now I end up taking the Mungus down, and now finish off the Rotom Wash with a Draco Meteor. Hydro Pump in the rain fails to take out Cormag here, so that is great. And now all that he has left is the Duck Trio. He goes for the Stone Edge, I was kind of expecting Sucker Punch, but whatever, that works too. And now I managed to finish off the game with Jafar here with the Earthquake. And yep, that was a good game, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And stay tuned for more, I guess. If you wish to battle me or challenge me or something, I think I have my friend codes on my channel somewhere in there. I currently have my friend code for Black 2 and for Soul Silver, I think. So yeah, if you want to do some 4th gen or 5th gen battles, you know, send me a challenge. So yeah, until next time, guys, peace out.